regular meeting of the West Valley City Council. We note that we do have a quorum. We have 5 of the 7 council members participating in our electronic meeting. We expect that the other 2 will join us shortly. We will begin by having an opening ceremony as whatever Councilman Tom Yoon has decided to do.
Oh, thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it very much. As you can see, the coronavirus pandemic has been hitting multiple fronts in Utah as we speak, mentally, physically, spiritually, economically, and financially. And we have a high unemployment rate, and Utah Food Bank has a long line that it had in the past. We have people that are infected, over 90 people every day, and 1 person or 2 people are dead each day. There is no sign of slowing down yet. But I'm grateful for sitting here in my office to have a meeting with you through Zoom system tonight. Whereas many people, they cannot go out to their favorite store or cannot go out to their regular drive-through window of their best fast food restaurant in town. Some of them are in quarantine for months because they are ill and they have a compromised immune system. However, others are trying to tackle this matter by helping their family members, neighbors, and communities. The spirit is strong and the morale is high. Utah Food Bank is a place for them to start first. So like other families, we volunteered to sign up at Utah Food Bank to deliver food to elderly people and people that have a compromised immune system. We are enjoying doing that because we see a smile on their face and a glimpse of hope in their eyes. That things are going to be okay. And thank you for allowing me to share my thought with you guys tonight.
Thank you. With that, then we go to our minutes of May 19th. A motion on the minutes.
I would move for approval of the May 19th minutes.
Second.
Properly before us, any discussion? Not hearing any. Then without objection, the minutes will be approved. Any objections on approving the minutes? Hearing none, then the minutes are approved unanimously. And we do note that Councilwoman Lang has joined us. Did Jake also join us? Not yet. Maybe he'll join us shortly. With that taken care of, then we have our public comment period. And I believe that we have at least 1 individual ready for public comment. And with that, we'll turn to our city recorder to bring them on.
Mr. Visak, you are good to go.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I was glad to see in the study meeting, you guys were talking about what I talked about last week and my point. We do have a good PR department and we need to use them. The people, our citizens, property owners of West Valley need to hear something from Mr. Pyle or the PR department. When we opened up for business, Mr. Pyle got on and he did a quick little PSA in front of the police department saying we're open for business. But to date, nothing has come on. And once again, explaining why we're not going to the yellows. I look at the numbers, the Salt Lake County, matter of fact, I have them on my computer. And yeah, we are trending a little high. You look at our surrounding cities though, Kearns, Taylorsville, Magna, West Jordan. Yeah, I know there's different populations in them, but some of them have the similar populations that we do. And they've opened up, people are going into their restaurants using social distancing It's helping their businesses. I would hope that West Valley will do that soon. And the sooner the better. Like the mayor said in the study, or like you said in the study meeting, it's hurting our businesses. It's hurting our restaurants, and it's hurting our population because they're not able to get out and work. Parks, people want to get out and get into our parks. We have great parks. The presentation of the new park opening up, I know people want to get out and get into that. Right now, they can't do it. And people are going to, like you guys said, they're going to go out and do it. I think it's time to change the order so that they can do it. Get out there, use our PR department to get out to the different people. They are great people. So I just wanted to emphasize that. And hopefully everybody continues to do well. And I will talk to you guys next week.
Thank you for your comments. And Nicole, do we have anyone else waiting in line?
No, sir.
Okay. Then Mr. Isaac, as our Assistant City Manager, sitting in for Wayne, any comments?
No, sir. Thank you.
Any council comments? Not hearing any. Then we'll go on to our public hearing on our agenda, item 7. This is application SA-1-2020 filed by Norm Dolly, plat amendment to the Godfrey Industrial Park subdivision at 6219 West, 2100 South. This amendment is in a manufacturing area bordered by manufacturing. This was approved. This amended plat is to create an additional building lot and also an opportunity for them to expand the area for their corporate offices. So originally 5 parcels consolidated into 2, and now let's see, I think they added 2. And so this is just meeting the needs with the changing environment in the economy to reflect what they need to do. All of this property is owned by them. It's just modifying how many pieces they have and how they're set up in order to meet their specific needs. Anything else the council wants to add to the introduction? Okay, seeing or hearing none, I'll open this for, oh, by the way, I did forget to mention that this will include Ordinance 20-22 when we actually vote on this application. Okay, so with that then, I'll open the public hearing. Turn to our city recorder. Is there anyone online who wishes to comment on this?
No, sir.
Okay. Hearing no public comment, we will close the public comment portion, bring it back to the council for further discussion or motions.
Mayor, I'd move for approval of ordinance 20-22.
Second.
Properly before us. Any further comments? Seeing none, we'll now do the roll call vote. So be sure when you speak, your microphone is on to our city recorder.
Councilman Fitty Samanu,
Aye.
Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Bueller,
Aye.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye,
Motion passes unanimously.
thank you. Next on our agenda, item 8 is 8A, Resolution 20-65. This is to approve an interlocal agreement to participate in a consortium to receive home investment partnership funds. This agreement is in addition to the funds that we have already or normally receive on an annual basis through a federal program that's managed by the county. This particular one, let's see, just trying to see, this is for October 1st, 2020 through September 30th, 2023, a 3-year extension. These funds we've been receiving on a continuing basis for a number of years. We hope they will continue. Those programs are great for improving the community here. And so this will now have this one for the next 3 years. And so that puts it in place. Any additional introduction or comments from the council or any motions?
Move for approval of resolution 20-65.
Second.
Properly before us. Any further comments or discussion? Hearing none, then to our city recorder.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Bueller,
Aye.
Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Fitzie Umanu,
Aye.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay. Next, we have resolution 20-66. This is to enter into a financing arrangement with U.S. Bank Corp. It's called Government Leasing and Financing for the purchase of certain energy efficiency projects. This is the way that we will obtain funds to do some energy efficiency projects at the Family Fitness Center, Cultural Celebration Center, City Hall, and also some street lights by changing the filaments, the fixtures, the actual light to LED lights. And we need to arrange for the funding for that. The cost of doing this will be offset by the energy savings. Of course, we have to pay for it up front, but over a period of a few years, this will be recouped. And then in the long term, obviously, will provide cost savings. And I'm trying to recall, but it seems like most of it was covered in about a 3-year period. But I think for all of it, was it over a 10-year period?
15 years.
15 years. And so, but of course, these are expected to last significantly longer than the 15 years. And so that total amount is $4,241,000. That is the information on the item on our agenda. The council may add any additional comments or motions or discussion as they see appropriate.
I move for approval of resolution 20-66.
Second.
Properly before us, seeing no further comments, to our city recorder for the vote.
Councilman Fitzie Umanu,
Aye.
Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Bueller,
Aye.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Resolution 20-67. Since we just approved the source of funds for this project, we're going to now approve the purchase of this particular equipment, and it will be overseen by Lewis, Young, Robertson, and Birmingham in a professional services agreement working with the city. That particular amount of the cost of that is $3,142,000, which is less than the financing cost. Obviously, there's a cost to finance the purchase of this. So with that introduction for those same energy efficiencies, we'll now turn to the council for their action.
Move for approval of resolution 20-67.
Second.
Okay, seeing no further comments, we'll turn to our city recorder for the roll call vote.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Bueller,
Aye.
Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Fitty Samanu,
Aye.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, under item 9, we have application S-8-2019 filed by Aaron Hanna, requesting final plat approval for property at 5340 West, 3500 South. This property is on the north side of 3500 South, and it was recently rezoned to R17. It's smaller than 2 acres, so we do allow these to be developed on smaller lots. It's been done before. They will be changing this into 4 lots, average lot size at about 1,100 square feet. And let's see, and this will have an access off of 3500 South into a little cul-de-sac for these 4 homes. And 1 home, of course, is already there. So there'll be 3 new homes on there, but the new home, the existing home will be upgraded with new windows, paint, and a 2-car garage. So, and then they'll also dedicate a right-of-way there in accordance with the future right-of-way needs for UDOT for 3500 South. That is the issue before us. To the council.
Mayor, can I make sure this one is correct? You mentioned about a lot size at 1,100 square feet is or 11,000 square feet.
Excuse me, that was a slip of the tongue. It is 11,000 square feet. Actually, the average is 11,150 square feet.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you for getting that correct on the recording.
No problem, Mayor.
So I would move for approval of application S-8-2019.
Second.
Okay, properly before us. Hearing no further comments, we'll turn to our city recorder for the vote.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Aye.
Councilman Bueller,
Aye.
Councilwoman Lang,
Yes.
Councilman Fitty Samanu,
Aye.
and Mayor Bigelow.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, there is no need for a closed session. That concludes our business for this council meeting. And so we will continue electronically next week. The future may hold changes. We don't know, but we'll address those as they come. And next week we'll have our regular study meeting, our council meeting, and then the 3 other meetings, the RDA, the Building Authority, and Housing Authority. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then with that,
Motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn. Are there any objections or no votes to adjourning? Hearing none, I declare it unanimous and we are adjourned. Thank you all.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yes,
Thank you,
everyone
everybody.
enjoy your evening and stay safe.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.